Good afternoon everybody, hope you're having a fantastic day. Today we are going to be looking at how I took an Amazon store from zero, nothing, to over £500, actually over £1,000 yesterday, within 14 days. Within 14 days to be able to do that from the launch. So if you're interested in this sort of content, make sure you are subscribed with those notifications turned on. Let's get into the video straight away. I think the first thing is maybe some proof, okay, so yeah, there we go. So the last 7 days, for example, 3,492. Okay, let's come up and have a look at this. 3,000 divided by 7. So that, well, that's 400. That's 498. So, I lied. I lied in the title. But that's okay. That's fine. Yesterday, for example, if we go up to where are we? Reports. So I'm looking at the camera while doing this. Is really tricky. So we can see here, yesterday, 71 units, £991. Okay, I lied again. I thought it was more than that. But however, this is just Amazon sales. I actually do also sell using my own website. So probably, actually, if we count those in, it is over 500. Haha! Haha! I didn't snake you guys, it's all right. So, there we go, there is proof. There is the real things. And I only launched it literally within 14 days ago was my official launch. We are now on the first page for this particular store for the main keyword, which is fantastic. I'm just, as in like one of the best keywords, which is water bottle. For sports water bottle, I think I'm 4th. Again, for water bottle, I think I'm low on the first page. So it's taken about 2 weeks to get from like page 1 billion up to page 1. I was hanging around page 3, page 4 for water bottle for quite a while, but within the last week or so the sales really started to pick up. I think it's really because it was a perfect time to launch this sort of product, because it's a very giftable, the price point is kind of perfect for people. And yesterday, yeah, it was like 71 units just on Amazon. There was a few more that came off of Amazon as well. So that was over £1,000 in terms of revenue. So really good, fantastic for a product launch. It's so... It just shows the possibility that is out there. So I want to take you through today the 4 things that you really need to know about how to kind of replicate this sort of success within your own store, okay? Or a good level of success, getting to that first page and kind of staying there and converting people from potential clients or customers into, actual paying customers. So let's get into that right now. So the first thing you need to kind of think about is your product research, okay? Now, it has to fit the formula. There are kind of rules that you have when you're wanting to launch a product on Amazon that really makes it easier to stand out and private label them. So for example, if I went into a particular product where it's completely like way too saturated, there's no real profit in the items because you have to sell thousands, there's major brands that dominate, then that's going to be really hard. You don't really want to go for those sorts of products. Now, as you can see, I've just proven that you can actually compete in a high competitive market, but you need to focus on step 4, which I'm going to go through later today. But you do kind of want to go for those Goldilocks zone products where the competition isn't too high, where the sales are there. You don't want to go for a product where there's not enough sales. And most of the people that send me kind of questions that say, hey, can you look at this product, what do you think? The majority of them, the sales are too low. Like they dip off too soon. People making 20, 50 sales a month, and that's just not enough. That's just drastically low. You need a lot more demand to be able to maintain these high figures. If you want to get to be able to selling 70 a day, 50 a day, stuff like that, then there needs to be serious demand in the market so that you can capture a percentage of them using the next kind of couple of steps. So the product research is really important. You need to find that kind of, there's like a Goldilocks zone, but it's okay to be either side of that Goldilocks zone. You don't have to be like, oh, I need to be these exact figures. Think outside the box, because using the next few steps, that's how you really are able to step outside the box and be able to make it a success. So first thing, of course, is your product research. You need to make sure you're looking for the right numbers, but do not focus just on the numbers. You need to look at the next few things as well. So number 2, the second thing is product development. Now this is where you take your generic product, right? Generic product of a sports bottle, right? Just a plastic bottle. It's where you take something that's quite generic and you you create a better product offering for the customer. The reason that mine's doing so well, for this particular competitor category, it's got about a 20% conversion from view page, so a session, someone's actually viewing the page, looking at it, to purchase, got about 20% at the moment, which is it's pretty good for, I think, this sort of market. One in every 5 people that visit the page buy the product, which is fantastic. 1 in 5, 20, yeah, 1 in 5. The way I did that is I looked at the market, okay, I looked at what was originally out there and tried to find the opportunity. I talk about this on the channel all the time, finding the opportunity, and sometimes there's a little kind of like sentence that I'll say, a little keyword phrase, and you might just think, oh yeah, obviously you find the opportunity. What I mean is you really align with your customers. Find out what your customers' needs are, and then you give them a solution that they need, right? If you can offer a solution better than other people, then you will make the sale. If a customer comes onto Amazon and they have the option of like they've got thousands of options, but let's say the first 15 listings, if they see yours and it offers a better solution to them than the majority of the other sellers and the other products, why wouldn't they buy yours? So think about your product offering and how you can stand out from the competition. Now, what I mean by standing out is not by just bundling something useless. I see some people try to bundle products together. It doesn't make any sense. I'm like, would that customer need that bundled product? If I was buying this product, I just wouldn't buy this one because it doesn't make any sense. You need to make sure that things go together really, really well. The third thing that you need to do is you need to dominate on the listing. So if you check out my listing, I've had a lot of feedback from a lot of you saying that the listing looks incredible, the pictures are incredible, where do I get my pictures done, where do I do this, how do I do this? The reason being is I put time and attention into doing it. I spent a lot of time just thinking, literally just thinking about what I wanted, is how did I want the pictures organized? Because what you've got to remember, and again, I talk about this all the time, is that your pictures are like 90% of the reason why someone buys your product. You need to put a huge amount of effort into your images because that's your storefront. People look at your pictures and they make a very quick decision if they like the product or they not. It's like seconds. If someone goes onto your listing and within a couple of seconds they don't like what they see, they've pressed back already. They've like swiped back, they've gone back on their phone, they've stopped looking at your listing. You literally have microseconds to try and capture someone's attention. So that's why your pictures are so important. Of course your bullet points are important. Of course your description is. Of course like your reviews and stuff like that. But if you don't have good pictures, the customers are never ever going to even look or even consider looking at those things unless your pictures are good. The fourth thing is you need to launch your product like a Saturn V rocket. Insert stupid clip. So yeah, you need to launch your product. Now there are many launch strategies. There's so many ways to do this. The way I did it is I wanted to get as much sales velocity as possible. I didn't want to give away any products, and that was really important to me. I've done giveaways in the past, and although they work, I just didn't want to do it for this one because I'd have to give away a huge amount of stock because of the demand in the market. So I wanted to do something a little bit different. You have to focus on the launch, okay? The launch of a business is influential in its success because if you can launch it, you can get it ranked onto a high page, or sorry, a low page really, then that's going to start bringing revenue. It's going to start, seeing cash flow. You're going to start seeing units going out the door, and you're going to think about, okay, I need to reorder and keep this going. That's going to help jumpstart your business. So really think about how you're going to do this. So if you're starting now and you have a product idea, then why not start a social media account or accounts like Facebook or Instagram or even YouTube within that particular niche and start to build a following of people? Because even if you're getting a few extra sales, that's a good amount. Just think about what you can do. Really think about what you can do to push those sales for the first week or two so you can start to rank up. And if everything else previously is on point, all your pictures are good, you have a great product offering, it's very high value, your listing is just incredible, then your launch should be successful. And importantly, your PPC will convert as well. The worst thing you want to do is launch your product, all the images are bad, it's not really a great product offering, you put PPC on, you turn advertising on for Amazon, and it's not converting because no one's buying your product because it doesn't look good. You have to put yourself in the customer's perspective. You have to put yourself in their shoes and think, what would an actual customer do? If I compare my product to someone else's, are they going to buy mine? So make sure that launch is just as killer as possible. Really put a lot of effort in. So there we go. Those are the 4 things. The first thing is your product research. You need to make sure the numbers add up. If the numbers don't add up, move on to the next product. Once you've got the numbers adding up and you're like, okay, it works, there's going to be potential profit there, you need to work on your product offering. Really understand your customer and understand what they need and understand what they want, and make sure you're over-delivering on what you're giving them. The third thing is put a huge amount of effort into your listing, particularly into your pictures. Make sure they can communicate the features and benefits of your product to your customer in the most positive light and in the quickest way. No jargon, no kind of rubbish, like loads of paragraphs and stuff. Like super to the point so that someone can make a snap decision within a few seconds to buy your product. You don't want people to be thinking about your product for ages. You want to be like, oh, that's a nice product, buy straight away. And of course, the 4th thing is you need to launch your product like a Saturn V rocket. You need to get that shit into the stratosphere. Is that the right one? Get it out there, because the crazy thing about this business model is that you really can go from making 0 to what am I doing now, right? This, in the last 30 days, it's done about 8,000 on Amazon. It's probably done maybe just over 10, 11,000 in total. For a brand new product, going from 0 to that amount of revenue within literally like 14 days is incredible. The opportunity is just so incredible. That's the reason why I put these videos out. That's the reason why I shared this product with you, all of you guys on YouTube, all the kind of 5 or 10 people that watch, is because I want to show you firsthand how you can actually start a business, a significant size business, within a very short space of time. Granted, it took me 6 months of planning, over 6 months of planning, but that's fine. That's absolutely fine. My first business, I spent like 2 years trying to plan it and it failed. The opportunity is absolutely killer, guys. I can't explain this enough. I'm so passionate about this. The people that I've seen go from making 0, like there's one person that is kind of the most student success story. They sent me a screenshot the other day and it was over £60,000 revenue. That's crazy. That's barbaric, but that's an extreme size business. All that they didn't have 9 months ago. There's people that are doing, within their first few thousands. There's people that are doing over 10,000, over 20,000. So the opportunity is literally crazy. You just have to actually take action and do it, and just think to yourself, if I start this now, in a year's time, I could have a business that's paying me passively a lot of money, or even in 2 years' time. Even if it takes 3 years, right, to start taking money out of your business, honestly, guys, it is worth it. The passive income nature of this business is incredible. Yes, it takes work. Yes, you need dedication. Yes, you need passion. Yes, you need to actually put the effort in, but it's worth it. It's so worth it in the end. I think that's going to be the rant over. Gee, I was getting into that. On that note, I better plug the course, right? I've got some cool things coming. If you've made it to the end of this video, then congratulations for making it to the end. Congratulations for making it this far. Okay, so what's been going on? The course stuff, I've got some, oh man, where do I even start with this? First of all, there is gonna be a new course kind of sales page. I'm gonna gradually start moving it over to this new place. I'm gonna link it down below. You can see everything that's kind of offered. You've got a few video testimonials and like student results and all that sort of stuff. A little bit more professional than I've done it before. Should finally probably put a bit more effort into it, into the actual sales page. The other thing is I've just given a gift to all of the current students, and that's another course. I've actually enrolled, I've gave people a discount code so they can roll into another course that I've made, which is around brand building, creating a following, creating a movement around a brand, and how to basically monetize that brand. And this is exactly what I did with Hydrofuel. This is literally exactly what I did. If you were to watch the course and you would see the things I've done with this in terms of the product offering, how I've created all the website, all the social media, everything I've done, it's all aligned with this course that I've just kind of given to all my students. The reason being, I've had this course for quite a while, is I wasn't ready to release it, and I'm still not quite ready to release it kind of properly. to everyone. But if you are a student and you haven't seen the post within the Facebook group, I want you to go in there because I've created a code for you that's only lasts for the next kind of few days where you can get it for free. And that's something that is kind of a little gift to you for Christmas. I've put literally like probably hundreds of hours into it. I'm using techniques that I've been using for years within me as a sales trainer when I used to work at Apple, kind of all that, the theory that I gained from back then and everything up to this date from a more business kind of entrepreneur standpoint. I've put as much as I can into it so that you can actually start your brand and really monetize it and make the most possible from your company. And I'm not, when I say brand, I'm not talking about, and monetization, I'm not talking about like a YouTube account, like a personal brand. I'm talking about a physical brand. I'm talking about a restaurant. I'm talking about a consultant. It's really any business and how to leverage the power of creating a movement and offering people something a little bit different. So for those people that are enrolled in the course, make sure you go into the Facebook group so you can claim that ASAP. Anyone else, okay? For anyone else in the new year, this is a little announcement. I will announce this properly on another YouTube video, but if you've made it this far, congratulations again. You are hearing it first. I will be, in January, releasing a bundled Amazon FBA course, okay? So it's going to basically be the Amazon FBA course bundled with this new one because they literally go hand in hand. You can take the new one if you don't do Amazon FBA, but I think it's really going to help people. It is quite substantial. There's a lot of videos there, and I'm actually kind of finishing it the next 2 weeks, so that's why I've not released it properly yet. So I will be doing a bundle deal coming new year, and I'll do like a webinar and I'll do all that sort of stuff so you can kind of join, you can learn what it's all about, kind of the bundle deal, and then you can enroll. So that's going to be happening in January. Get Christmas out of the way. You know, we've all got things to do. We've all got stuff to spend, you know, money to spend on like presents and stuff. So January comes around, new year, new me. We're going to be releasing that bundle, which is going to be really valuable. It's like super valuable. So that's going to be a little planting the seed there for you guys so you can kind of see that coming, which will be really fun. So yeah, if you want to know how basically I did it, then enroll into the course and you'll literally get the, you know, the step-by-step tutorials on how I got there. You got all my support, you got all my specialist support, you get access to the Facebook community as well. So yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this video where I talk about, you know, launching your product, making over, let's just say it's £500. It was over £500 because, yeah, it was over £500 a day within 14 days of a new product launch. So there we go. Thank you ever so much. Make sure you are subscribed with them notifications turned on, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye bye.